Hello there, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to be diving into the energies. Yeah, we're going to be using the Oracle deck today, getting three cards from the Oracle deck. We're going to be taking them as they come. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule, Libra, so as to be with me. It's greatly appreciated and it's definitely not taken for granted. Yeah, so let's get your three cards out here, my beautiful divine Libra. Do of all is well with you and yours. Yeah. We are centering. I'm in a singing mood today. Yeah, in a singing. Okay, we have pessimism in the reverse. Okay, one more card here for my beautiful divine Libras. Thank you. Expression. Listen. I guess this is why I was in this energy of singing. We have forgiveness at the bottom of the deck. I'm feeling like you're forgiving whoever, whatever, and you're just moving in an energy of being very optimistic this time. You're centering yourself, you're realigning yourself in your beautiful, lovely energies. You're balancing yourself in your beautiful divine energies. You're the energy of balance here. And you're moving also in a frequency of expression. You're expressing yourself whether or not people like it or not. Because guess what? You forgive yourself, you forgive others, and you're moving on. Because forgiving others, is not for really for others, because at some time you will forgive people, and you forgive them, and before they take the forgiveness button and run with it, they still sit in that energy of distastefulness and bitterness. You ain't got no time for that. You want to move forward into this energy of being optimistic. Your pessimism is in the reverse, so you're very optimistic at this time. You're going to be moving, if not already, in an energy of very curious about life, very adventurous, want to do things, want to see things, want to go different places, meet different people, eat different type of foods. It's a sort of a vibration I'm getting here. You're just expressive and you're unapologetically about this sort of a expression. Some of you might be having a kind of a weird sort of a way of you doing things. People are, and you don't care. You're just embracing your weirdness moving forward. And I love it. I love it here. I love it. Let's get some cards. Okay, I heard to use this deck here for centering. So you have centering here. You made amends. You call a spade a spade. You move forward here. The fire energy for centering and fire energy for expression here. Fire expression. I can't show you everything, but this is a very for. Can't talk today. I cannot talk today for some reason, Libra. Voluptuous energy here. All right, moving right along. Let's get the card for centering spirit. Centering here. You have the Three of Swords. You might have been in an energy of some disheartful energy that had you in a pessimistic frequency that you get rid of. The Three of Swords here. The Three of Swords of, might be heartbreak, might be people experience of people who was very disloyal. Things was very hard and difficult here. You're now centering yourself here. Why is this Three of Swords in the upright though? It should be in the reverse here. Why is the Three of Swords here? I'm feeling like you're called to be very mindful that, regardless of the fact that you have moved on, others might not. Yeah, so be mindful of this energy here. You have here the King of Swords. Yes, didn't I say some energy that didn't have loyalty here? Yes, so be careful of this energy here. That's what I'm getting. The Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So it could be a relationship that you have severed, because I'm getting a cutting away from with this King of Swords. It could have caused your heartbreak issue here. And this is why you might have you have forgiveness. And the forgiveness caused for you to move into an energy of completion, all fire energy. You might have been dealing with a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, fire sign energies. Yeah. So you remove yourself. So as for you, you forgive. It's a completion of this cycle with this person or situation, and you're now purifying yourself here. Yeah, that's the energy I'm getting. Let's put forgiveness back on top here. So if some of you, it could be a lover. This is why you're now centering yourself, like you're not paying nobody no mind. You don't care about you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on centering. You're focusing on centering and cultivating a union with the divine most high. And this lover energy could be speaking about this coming together with the oneness with self, with the divine that is within you. This lover card that presented itself at the bottom of the deck could be speaking about this union with the divine here, because you have moved on from a situation or people, places, and things that you are forgiven, and now you're recentering yourself here. You're recentering yourself. You're recentering your life. Something causes some heartache and pain, though. Yeah. Page of Swords. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Something you cut yourself away from. You release yourself here. You released yourself. Some of you could be a bit dealing with a mother, the Empress in reverse here, with a mother energy. You forgive her if it's a mother, and now you're centering yourself. You're no longer in an energy of pessimism. Yeah, you move out of that. The Eight of Coins here. You had was to do the work. You had was to do the work to forgive. I feel like this forgiveness was very tough, was very hard. Yeah, was very hard. The Four of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. You had was because you see, you might have been praying about this over and over, this situation, and it's as if it's not going nowhere. So you had was to continue to do the work in order to forgive this energy here. Yeah. The Nine of Swords. Something, this energy wanted for you to be bounded and attached to it. It's as if, did not want for you to release it, but you cut yourself away here. The swords are out. King of Swords with the Page of Swords. You dive deep into this energy. So as for you to release yourself, and you, by releasing yourself, you saw it necessary to forgive. Now you're optimistic because you have done the work. Why is this Nine of Swords here? Two of Wands. With the Hermit. Yeah. Because you see, it's like an entrapment you were in here. It's like an entrapment. You had was to take yourself away to work on self. This is why you're now optimistic now. Yeah, this is why you're so expressive. Your expression now is as if you were in hermit mode and you're coming out with these fire energies. Centering is fire, expression is fire, forgiveness is fire, completion is fire. You see what I'm saying here? Expression, please. Why is expression here? Yeah. I'm hearing this song, Libra. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. That's the Emperor. The Emperor. Listen, fire energy here. The Emperor, look at that energy. With expression. You're taking back control of your life. You're leaving Whatever it is that you can control, you're leaving it. Leave it over there, so. Right there, so. And you're moving forward with your life here. Yeah? Because ain't nobody gonna stop your parade here. This is what I'm getting here. You have the Ace of Swords coming on the fence. Ace of Cups, sorry. I'm let to take it in the upright. Yeah. So a lot of abundance is coming in. Some of you, if it has to do with a love relationship, love is coming in, and new love is coming in here. And that's the truth. You cannot make this thing up with the Ace of Swords. That's the truth here. So you had was to let some people go. Yeah. You had was to let some people go. You had was to release yourself, to cut yourself, to cut the umbilical cord, to cut whatever cause, cut whatever attachment. I'm feeling like maybe some of these people were very codependent as well here. That you had was to release yourself from. You know, good for you. Because I'm getting the energy of very, it's like a very light energy. It's just singing and skipping and all of this kind of energy. And I love that for you here, Libra. Because you're coming out of the Nine of Swords energy. Can I get something else for this Nine of Swords energy, please? Something else. I thought we have gotten something else, but the Seven of Cups here. The Four of Swords in the reverse again. Yeah, because there was an energy of an energy of confusion, and as if your prayers weren't answered, you were feeling trapped. You had was to do the work, Eight of Coins, to get yourself out of this position here. Yeah. And I said that this energy could be very much codependent. You have your Nine of Cups here in reverse. All is it that you wanted? You know, it's as if this person come and drain you also of your resources. I don't know. This is what I'm getting here. The Five of Swords in reverse. You release yourself from this energy, from this dynamics here. Good for you. Let's get 3 cards here or 2 cards. Let's see how much Spirit wants to give you here. See what's the moving forward here. Awareness. Listen, you cannot make this thing up. Awareness. You come into the awareness that you had to leave this behind. So as for your prosperity to begin here with the Ace of Cups, you're taking charge back over your life here. Prosperity begins. You had an emotional withdrawal from this energy here. He's sitting by the water here. He's centering himself. You have centering here. This is a number 8 card. This is a number 2 card. Expressionism, and that's the truth. This is where new beginnings begin for you here. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying here? You cannot make this thing up. Prosperity begins now because you're now coming to the awareness that you have to release this energy. Look at the energies with the color code, the color energies here. You see how the color energies are corresponding here? Yeah, I'm showing you too much here with that voluptuous woman. Prosperity begins then when you release this energy, when you release this circumstance, when you release this dynamics, when you release this attachment. This codependency, people might be codependent on you. You cut this card here. These swords coming out here. This was very hard for you with this 3 of Swords, you know. You had was to do the work with the 8 of Coins. To release yourself. Your prayers not answering. Things not moving in the right direction. You're confused about this with the 7 of Cups being here. Feeling trapped with the 9 of Swords. You had was to do some work here. The work that you did was to center yourself, or the work that you're called to do is to go back with it and to connect with source that is within you. Yeah? Yes, this is your message. This is your message, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know in the comments if it resonates. And please do enjoy the rest of your week.